Chicken Rezala is a Bengali dish with Mughlai origins. It was invented in the kitchens of Nawab Wajid Ali Shah, who was deported from Lucknow to Bengal by the British. Chicken Rezala is made by first preparing a stock from chicken, various spices, onions, green chillies. This stock forms the base of the dish. Roast together some cashew nuts, some khaskhas or poppy seeds, white, as well as some mace or javitri until aromatic. Then add a little water and grind this to a smooth paste. This will be used as a thickener in the dish. Rezala that you buy at restaurants has a lot of oil in it. In fact, oil floats on the surface. But my homemade version is less oily and a little bit on the healthier side. You can make the gravy as thick or as thin as you like. It's entirely up to you. The more you cook the dish, the longer you cook it, the thicker the gravy will become, and the color will also change just a little bit. Strain the impurities out from the stock and reserve the stock. You can throw away all the bits and pieces of spices that are left over. In a large pot, preferably a cast iron pot, heat some ghee, add some spices to this such as javitri, green cardamom, black pepper, cinnamon, tej patta, and cook them until they are aromatic. I use ground onions to make this dish because you want a very smooth gravy. The key to this is that it's a very smooth, creamy, whitish colored gravy. Add some garlic and ginger paste, preferably homemade. Your dish will be much tastier. Then some whisked yogurt, full fat, plain. Cook this until the oil separates from the yogurt. This is very important. And now you will add the stock to this. The starches from the onion will start to thicken this a little bit. Cook this slowly so that the broth and the spices can all absorb each other's flavors. Add some green chillies without their stalks, some saffron that has been soaked in milk. This will bring a beautiful glaze and a wonderful rich luxuriance to your dish. Now return your parboiled chicken to the stock. The remaining cooking of the chicken should take place in the stock so that it absorbs all the delicious flavors of the stock. As it cooks, you can then determine how much of the cashew nut paste you want based on how thick or thin you like your gravy. I like it sort of middle or in between, but a lot of people prefer it thicker. If you're serving it with chapatis, you may want it to be a thicker gravy. If you plan to serve it with bread for dipping, then you might want it to be a slightly thinner gravy. It always gets a small vagar of roasted red chilies on top, and it is served with rumalis, naans, rotis. I've sometimes even eaten it with bread. I hope you try this recipe at home. I think you're really going to love it. A beautiful dish where the traditions of Calcutta as well as the traditions of Lucknow merge to give you this beautiful, creamy, very unique chicken rezala. Not to be confused with the Bhopali chicken rezala, which is the green version of this.